It has been far too long since I have sat down and done an old school favorites video. These are some of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. I wanted to catch back up, start doing them again. Grab a cup of coffee, some water, a tea, whatever your beverage of choice is, and join me while we discuss all the various things, my favorite things from the month of February. We're going over everything from pet stuff. Yes, you're finally going to get like a formal introduction to Stuart. I know so many of y'all have been asking, but also we're going to talk about like some skincare stuff, some hair stuff, a couple of clothing items, one of which is just, you don't want to miss it. Okay. You just don't want to miss it. Let me know down below in the comments if you like watching favorites videos, if it's something that you want to see come back. It gives me all of the like nostalgic YouTube vibes. I like it. I like it a lot. First thing I want to mention is the Hex spray. I talked about this Hex spray in a recent video, but it was at the very end of the video. And obviously like people drop off by then. I can yap for a long time. So I was very surprised, given it was the last thing that I talked about, how many of y'all ended up purchasing that and letting me know how much you also loved it. So I feel like I needed to put it in a favorites video and move it to the front because it's just that good. So if you have pets, children, husbands, maybe just other living creatures in your house that like to stank things up, you will also probably really like this Hex spray. It's not like a perfumey thing. It's not going to leave some fancy froofy odor in your house. It's just an odor absorbing spray. So if you've got like gym bags with stinky stuff, kids' uniforms, my sofa, like places where my dogs are, if you're combating stinky smells in areas of your home, you might also really enjoy the Hex spray. The other item that kind of goes along with that is this laundry saver spray. I am forever testing different things so that I can share with you guys stuff that works well. But also I feel like every day my family's like popping up with like new, like, aha, try to see if you can get this out. Let's see what happens. Can you clean that? It's always a fun game of like, what stain is that? I grabbed this laundry saver spray in an attempt to see if this would get rid of the stains because they'd been there for a long time. This wasn't a fresh stain. The point is that it worked so well. So I did it in the bathtub where I used some warm water to get the stained areas wet. I sprayed the laundry saver spray on it. I let it soak for, I don't remember what the bottle says, but I let it soak for a few hours and then washed them. Came out just clean as a whistle, supreme, looking fresh and brand new, which is really all that you can ask of a stain remover. Let's talk puppy, pet, dog stuff. We have a lot of dogs, okay? I hesitate to even tell you the number of dogs that are currently living here because it's not a normal situation. My oldest daughter is a dog trainer and she's building her business. So she has her dogs that she trains, but she also has dogs that stay for an extended period of time for more intensive training. But we have over 10 dogs, let's just put it that way, all right? And Stuart is my newest little pup. And one of the things that I always struggle a bit with having so many dogs is, again, the smells, especially living on a farm and everything. Dogs don't always like smell so fresh and clean. And so obviously I don't want to dry out his skin by giving him a bath constantly. But I found this probably 3 or 4 years ago was the first time I bought this, a dry shampoo / body spray for a dog. That's basically what this is. And it's basically just a little aerosol that you spray on them and it gives their coat a fresh smell. There's a few different scents. I like the show dog scent, I believe that it is. And it just gives them a nice, clean, fresh smell. Now, dog breath is a whole other issue. I always assumed that like dog bad breath was because of something that they were eating in the yard, i.e., chicken poop on a farm, horse poop, stuff like that. But what I have since discovered is that that is actually an indicator of health, gut health kind of thing. So to make a very long story short, when I first got Stewie, I had him on the same food that he was on before, which was just like a dry kibble kind of food. I know, and y'all know too by now, because it's something that we've talked about before, the importance of the right kind of food, a good, healthy food for your dog. It makes such a difference. And one of the things that can make a difference in is their bad breath. That's like so little compared to the ultimate health benefits for them, but it's just a side note that I feel like you should know. Of course, once he was home and like settled, I knew that I wanted to switch him off of that dry kibble onto a better, higher quality food. And a company called Mave reached out to me. So I was very excited to try their food because we've tried a lot of different foods. I'll be honest with you. Like we've tried a lot of different foods. Some of them we've liked, some of them we haven't. But what intrigued me the most about Mave and trying it it for Stewie specifically is that it's actually a raw food. It's not some jumbled mess of stuff that you're like, I don't know what this is. Like, pour it out, you look at it, you can tell exactly what your dog is eating because it's the actual, like, just a piece of steak, a piece of chicken, a vegetable. It's so easy, not a bunch of prep mess fuss, much cleaner than other things that you have to like squeeze out of bags and stuff like that. Like some other kinds of, healthier dog foods can be quite messy. The frozen food has just impressed me so much. He's only just started eating it. As cheesy as it sounds, y'all, I am so obsessed with this dog. I'm so in love with this dog. He is the dog of my dreams, which sounds crazy, but for years I have wanted a Brussels Griffon. The stars aligned and it came to be. Having Stewie and having him be even better than I imagined. I knew a lot about the breed and the quirkiness of them and all of the things that drew me to the breed to begin with. But then to actually bring him into our home and have him be all of those things and more. I'm telling you, everyone in my family is obsessed with this dog. We all just love him so much. So obviously I want him to live as long as possible. I want him to live his healthiest life possible. We can give them all of the like loves and cuddles and snuggles in the world, but at the end of the day, what's actually going to give Stewie hopefully his longest life possible is feeding him the healthiest food possible. And especially with smaller breeds, my concern is always them getting overweight. I feel like small breed dogs are the ones that we tend to see later in life. They turn into little porkers and that's not good for them health-wise. So I want him to maintain a healthy weight, digestion, all of that stuff. So I'm very excited to have him on this Maeve raw food. I will definitely follow up with you guys and let you know how this food is working out for us. Thus far, I'm incredibly impressed with it. So is Stewie. He loves it. And the best part, because not only is it like real human grade ingredients, like I could pick this piece of meat up and eat it myself. And to me, I love the transparency of knowing like exactly what this food is, exactly what he's eating. And Maeve was so gracious to give me a discount code to share with you guys. So if you want to try Maeve for your precious pup as well, you can head down below in the description box and use my code Angela. That's going to get you 20% off your first order. I have a feeling that you and your dogs will really like it too. Let's talk about something else that is like scent related. This little flower air vent that goes in your car. I love cute things. Sometimes what some might deem to be a little bit like kitschy kind of a thing, but I like that kind of stuff. And I'd actually ordered these like dog paw print ones for my daughter for her car. I saw this like flower basket one and I was like, oh, I might just need that. Whenever your vents are blowing, it, kind of blows that essential oil smell. I also have another one that I wasn't going to necessarily share because I feel like I'm the only person who probably really likes this, but maybe you're a fellow weirdo and you'll like it too. It kind of looks a little bit like the Snoopy dog and he's in like a little plane. And so when the air blows, the little propellers spin like the little dog flying in a plane, whatever. I'm strange. I know. I feel like all the like cool moms are like everything in my car matches. Everything is so cool and snazzy. And I'm like, look at my little doggy plane. Yes. Am I 40 years old and still love goofy little things? Yep, I sure do. Come to me, my jungle friends. Okay, if you have seen the, oh shoot, what's it called? Skin Club toss away face towel thingies. So my girlfriends actually told me about these a few years ago when we were on a little girls trip. Both of them had heard of them and I had not. So I was like, I don't know that I'm doing my job as an influencer if my friends know about these things and I don't. Anyways, they were supposed to be like the latest, greatest in skincare stuff. I was hesitant because I'm hesitant about a lot of things and I'm just wondering if everything is just a money grab. Do I really like need that? Will it actually be beneficial? Make a very long story short, need a very precarious term. Most of things are not needs, but these are little throwaway, essentially like a washcloth. They have a texture to them for scrubbing, nice and big. The reason I wanted to show you these in particular is because the Skin Club ones are, I bought the like wooden box and then the packet of these that goes inside of it, there's 50 of them. It will last you for over a month. But these cleansy ones are cheaper is what I'm trying to say. They fit inside the wooden box. You don't even have to have the wooden box. You can just use them right out of here. But because I leave mine sitting out, I do like the wooden box because it just, it looks nicer sitting out. These feel exactly like the Skin Club ones. So if you were looking for save a few bucks on those, definitely check the cleansy ones. All right, where is it? Right here. I'm like chomping at the bit. I think actually someone told me once, it's not chomping at the bit, it's champing at the bit, which makes no sense to me. And as a equine person, like chomping at the bit. It's the bit in the mouth, chomping makes sense. But I was corrected once and told that it's champing at the bit. I should probably Google that before I put this video up, or I might look like a real moron. But I'm telling you right now, every person I ever hear, super intelligent people, they call it chomping at the bit. So we'll find out. I'll put something here on the screen if I'm wrong. Maybe the person who told me I was wrong was wrong. Why did I believe them? I don't know. I'm excited to tell you about this thing, but I want to tell you about this thing first because I put this thing on and then this thing. So just patience, young Padawan. This Bliss Pro liquid exfoliant. One thing that I have discovered in the last few years is that if you feel like, well, other people show this skincare regimen and their skin looks great, that I don't get those results. Or I'm trying this thing, it's an expensive thing, this retinol, this whatever, and I'm not getting the same results as other people. Maybe you're even doing like a prescription tretinoin or something and you're not getting the results. If you are not regularly exfoliating, and I would also argue dermaplaning, whether you do it yourself or go somewhere to have it done, you can totally do it yourself, which is shaving your face, by the way, in case it wasn't clear about dermaplaning. But you have to kind of do that combination of removing all of that dead skin, especially as we're like regenerating the cells and getting that like cellular turnover. There's a number, I've tried so many different exfoliants and stuff, and there's a lot that I like for different reasons, but this one is glycolic and lactic acid. It also has salicylic acid. It's a daily solution, although it does tell you to begin by using it every 2 to 3 days and work your way up to daily use. So depending on how sensitive your skin is, you put it on for, what does it say? I don't follow these rules anymore. You leave it on for 2 minutes, clean, dry skin for 2 minutes, and then you rinse it with water. I actually put this on and then put this on top of it and leave it on for 30 minutes, an hour, and then peel it off. Just what I like to do. I definitely don't recommend you do that right away. Make sure that you wouldn't have any reactions to this and your skin is happy with that first. But this and other ones like it, but this one is my favorite. I've tried a few. This is my favorite. It's the collagen wrapping mask. I'm sure you've seen the videos on the Instagrams and the TikToks of all the girls like peeling their faces off in the morning. I'm just weird. I have a hard time. I have tried everything for like hair wrapping, doing that whole like go to bed ugly, wake up pretty. I just sleep ugly. So going to bed ugly, it just falls off in the middle of the night, whether it's hair wraps or face masks. I don't know what my problem is, but I can't do it. I don't need to though, because this is a pore lifting, pore tightening 300 DA collagen mask, and it is amazing, and it is not expensive at all. And you put it on nice and thick, okay? It's almost like putting Elmer's glue on your face. If you were one of those people in elementary school who like to cover their hand in glue and then peel it, you'll love this. It makes your skin just luminous and glowy. And even my teenage daughters are like, Mom, what did you put on your skin? Like your skin looks great. It's that noticeable when you put this on and peel it off and then put your makeup on, and you are going to feel fabulous for the day. I absolutely love it. What I like about these is what a lot of people do is they put on their nighttime skincare and then they put this on over it to like seal everything in. You have to let it dry and, get to its like dry hardened state before you go to bed. So that's like 20 minutes and then you can go to bed. I still just scratch my face in the middle of the night and end up messing it up, but I just use it in the morning and it's totally fine. So you can put it on over your other skincare products if you want to help kind of lock them in. So it's a great mask. I really love it. And I hate to say addicted to it because that's just silliness, but I kind of am. I love it. I notice if I forget to do it, I'm like, dang it. All right. A few more like skincare related things. This under eye luminous eye corrector. I've shared this in a couple of like short form videos on Instagram and YouTube shorts as well. I think this is from the brand Dermatology, and they are a medical grade skincare brand. This is the luminous eye corrector. It has an SPF. This is great because it's not makeup. It's like skincare. If you're somebody who doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, or you just want a quick run out the door kind of makeup look, you're going to love this because it just gives your eyes like that healthy, bright look without you having a concealer on. But this is like a great balance. Okay. So your under eyes are brighter, healthier, more awake looking. And like I said, it's skincare, not makeup, which I feel like draws a lot of people to it. Now, the other product from Dermatology, which I think this is actually the product that drew me to try Dermatology brand. They are medical grade skincare, in case I didn't say that, is the Retinol Body Lotion. I told you like a couple years ago about Retinol Body Lotion and my struggle with finding one that wasn't crazy expensive, because retinol for your face can be expensive, retinol for your body going to be even more expensive, more product. It does the same things for your body that retinol does for your face. Softens the skin, diminishes the appearance of uneven skin, stretch marks, and dark spots. More expensive than the Amazon retinol one that I shared with you guys before. Less expensive than the I can't think of the brand name off the top of my head. Less expensive than the Replenix or something, the original one that I shared with you a few years ago. I also have from this brand, which I bought all these. They didn't send them to me. I just heard about this brand. I thought, let me try this because it's medical grade skincare, but at a lower price point than what I'm used to seeing anyways for like Obagi and stuff. But I also have Dermatology's body scrub and shower oil, which are so good together. Get in the shower, give yourself a good like scrub down, and then the oil on top. Oof, so good. You'll feel like slick and smooth. And you might notice by now, I meant to say this towards the beginning of the video, but I forgot that my hands are like two different colors. It's because I am currently in the midst of doing the tanner review video for you guys. And I had the harebrained idea that I would do tanners on like one half and the other half to speed it up so that I could get through more tanners to show you without having to like take them up. Plus, I feel like my skin would be just like, blech, if I was constantly scrubbing them off. I have this tanning remover mitt that I feel like would take paint off the surface of the sun. It's abrasive, okay? It's like using a sander from your garage. And I didn't realize that like they were gonna be that different. So now I look a little nuts because one half is significantly tanner than the other. Just don't think that I'm like, didn't know that. I do know that. I did it on purpose, though I wasn't entirely prepared for what was going to happen. Now, let's talk about this Cremo body wash. Wild Iris Musk. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. Wild Iris Musk. Anyways, it's citrus sorbet, wild iris, fluffy musk. What is a fluffy musk? It's a rich skin moisturizing formula with multi-layered fragrance that evolves as you wash. This is just, it has that luxurious, like high-end scent that you would expect out of a product much more expensive. This is from Amazon. It is a great moisturizing body wash. It's fantastic. The last thing I do before I jump out of the shower so that the scent is on my skin, and it smells so good. Sometimes I also put it in the bathtub so that I'm soaking in it in the bathtub. It's not super expensive and it smells divine. Let's talk about this little dry shampoo here that's really just killing the game for a fraction of the price. Yes, it is a small bottle, but it's the Monday Original Dry Shampoo with Keratin. I wanted to give this a try because it's only like $5. I think when I bought it was 5 something. Last I looked on Amazon, it was like $6. The point is it's like $5 or $6. And I was like, we'll just see about that because dry shampoos can just get crazy. Okay. I love the air wash. That stuff is expensive. It's expensive. I like to use dry shampoo a lot. And so I save the good ones, the great ones, I should say, not the good ones, the great ones for days when it matters, when I might leave the house or film or someone's going to see me. But other days, I just would rather have a less expensive alternative. And that's what this one is. And it works great, though. It works great. The air wash is one that I put on in the morning. Otherwise, with powdery ones like this, I'm a big proponent of putting these on before you go to bed at night. I have not yet tried putting the air wash on before I go to bed at night. Maybe I should try that before I say that with any kind of certainty. But I use spray ones like this at night, and this one works great, and it's super affordable. All right, let's jump into a few clothing things that are in my favorites this month because, well, I have enough that I could probably do a separate whole video, but there's just a couple things that I want to mention. One are these jeans that I'm currently wearing, these Levi's wide leg jeans. I really like these. I got these from Amazon. They are, in the Levi's price range, which is usually somewhere between $50 to $80. I like these. They're not super high rise. They're more of a mid rise, not low rise, but more of a mid rise. They're wide leg. Okay. So surprisingly look good on the booty. Okay. I call them fanny friendly jeans. All right. They make your fanny look more friendly, look more approachable. They make your fanny look better, okay? They're fanny friendly jeans. I really like them. So I wanted to mention those and share them with you because this is a new colorway, I believe, in these. And inevitably, again, the big influencers with millions of followers, they do one reel or one video and the whole bunch sells out. So I just wanted to mention those. I've inadvertently made this video go way too long, so I'm going to wrap it up. This is what always happens to me with favorites videos. I get a little off the rails and get a little chit-chatty. just the way that it goes. But thank you so much for being here, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Don't forget, if you want to try Maeve for your pup, then you can use my link down below in the description box and get 20% off your first order, which is fabulous. Every bit off helps, right? Discounts, we love discounts. That's it for me today, my friend, and I will hopefully see you again very soon. Bye.